What's up, Ron?
Hey man.
Hey, dude. What are you doing home today? You got an easy day?
No, I actually left my chaos and came here
Oh,
so I
really?
get people to quit by.
Trying to get a loan so nobody can find you, bug you?
Yeah, we just bought a new gas station and it's been chaos. So
So how many you got? How many you got?
we have three.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and I kind of came on to buy the business from my father-in-law and realizing after a year and a half that he's probably going to be one of those people that says one thing and do the next. So one of
Oh,
the
no.
reasons I'm chasing this so hard because I don't think he's ever going to sell it, and I'm gonna go broke waiting on him to sell it. So uh, I took a major income hit to come do this,
Yeah.
and and so uh, yeah, I'm gonna go broke waiting on him to sell it. So
So you went ahead and bought another one just to
so
make
we went
sure.
yeah, we went and bought another one just you know to increase the company's income flow, so maybe I can increase my W two because I went from you know as a pipe salesman making do it pretty comfortable to we're not comfortable anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. All because of that. All because the whole point was to get more comfortable than ever before. Right.
Right. The whole point was to and I just realized he's never going to sell it. So uh,
Coming, man. Is this just now coming to the table, or has it been?
yeah, and I knew what I was doing. I knew. I mean, not to say it was stupid, but like I think the Lord's had other plans with it because I just felt like the Lord was saying just go with it because it's something I would never do. I'm a get it on paper type guy. Like let's get it all out in the open and you know so there's a plan in all this. It's just trusting because right now it just as far as an outsider looking in, they'd be like, dude, what are you kidding me? Why'd you get all this on paper before you did all that?
Yeah. Man, there's always reasons we do stuff like for different reasons. And like, of course, it's hindsight. Everything's so clear.
Yeah,
Everything's so clear in
I,
reverse. And it's like, man, it made sense up front,
I,
though, guys. Like,
I wouldn't be chasing this as hard as I am now if I wasn't in a predicament I'm in now. I mean, like so like I saw you and like I mean this has been great. I'm feel like I'm lagging behind everybody, but
that's a good spot to be in, though.
yeah, I mean
Now you're chasing. So,
we got we got this deal in South Carolina, and I got one I was going to talk to you about today. This I got this lady in Birmingham that responded to one of my mailers,
okay. Okay, cool.
and
Well, do you care, Ron? I know Jared is on here. He has an item, and I think he's at work.
I'm
Do you
good.
care if I hit
Go
him with that and
go.
come
Oh
back?
yeah, sure
Okay.
sure.
J-Bone, you still available? Okay.
Yeah, hey Travis. Yeah, just leaving carpool with Maddie.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I just had a quick item. So we got a property contract to be closed um end of February, so we got some time. Right now, so the lady's like 81, 82 years old, super with it. Um the ARVs for like 180 to 200, and we've got it under contract for 125. It's pretty clean. It's really just needs paint, like a fresh coat of paint throughout. Brand new, like LVP. Kitchen's in great shape. My question was though, so it's a 3-2, and it's like 1,100 square feet, but she did an addition like 3 or 4 years ago, and it doesn't look like it was permitted because it's still with the tax records. The tax assessor still got it at a 2-1, like 900 some square feet. So what do
Okay.
we do in this case? Like what I've never came across this. Like obviously it'll affect me. I'm gonna keep this one in the portfolio. Um, so it would be looking for hard money, and I know it'll affect the appraisal on like loan to value if it's showing up as a 2-1 versus a 3-2. Um, should we try to get somebody in there before we close to get this assessed at a 3-2 for square footage, or just do it after we close? But I'm gonna maybe need that depending on what they think the ARV is as a 2-1.
Okay. Let me get some more info here. All right, what's the purchase price
125.
and ARV?
Just we'll call it 190.
And it's currently, what is it currently? It's currently a 3.2.
Yeah, I mean physically it's a 3.2, but on paper it's a 2.1.
Okay. No repairs?
And call it 5,000. Just paint and anything miscellaneous, but it's super clean.
What are you going to do with it?
So I'm either going to keep it as a rental. I got to still talk with a property management company locally there just to kind of get a good bead on what the market rent is and if it'll cash flow. Or I might just immediately list it after. I might throw paint in it and relist it. I might not throw paint in it. But even if it was worth, if ARV's at 190, even if I listed it for like 150, there's
Yeah,
still going to be some profit there. But I think we'd be able to sell it for like 160, 170
I imagine so.
as is.
Um, how are you going to determine this, man? Because it
Determine
depends
what,
on,
which way I'm going to go.
yeah, it depends on what I'm going to tell you here. So,
I am leaning more towards listing it
okay.
like as
Okay.
soon as we close on it, like not really doing anything to it, just straight, you know, straight retail with it.
Okay. What is the um, close
And
date?
that's I think close date. I believe it's the 26th of Feb,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Any idea what the ARV is at a 2.1?
Mm, Driving right now, I don't have it, but I have the price per square foot. I mean, we could just take like I think it was like 990, or just take like 950 divided by 190 divided by uh 950, and we'll take that.
190, hold on, man. 190,000
Oh, I'm
divided
sorry, divided by 1100.
by
Divided by 11.
1,100. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 172 bucks square foot.
And then times that by 950.
And
And
it's
that'll be
probably more than this, right? Because sometimes when the square foot shrinks, it's
yeah.
a higher price per square foot.
Hmm.
Okay, so you're at 164,000 right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think here's the cool thing. Even if the permitting did affect you, you can still be profitable on the home.
Hmm.
Okay. So I don't think you have anything to hesitate on there. I think you're still good from that standpoint. Now, how do you get it permitted? Yeah, man, you most definitely can. And you kind of have about a month and a half here to do it. And so we've done this, I believe, one time. And the does the addition look nice?
Yeah. So I've got pictures and stuff, but my father-in-law lives like 15 minutes from there. He's remodeled homes for like 40 years at this point. So he said it was a really good job
Okay.
um on the remodel. I think it's like the uh the bathroom's like in off of the bedroom. So she was taking care of an older gentleman, and that was kind of like his suite. So then there's like a door off to its own deck too.
Mhm.
So it's a nice addition.
Okay. Cool. And so the reason why I asked that is because you can still go get it permitted, and you can simply call the permitting office, tell them what happened, tell them you're looking to buy the home, and you would like it permitted to be a 3.2. And so he's going to come out and he's going to inspect the home. Sometimes he's going to ask you to do a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes he's going to be able to see everything he needs, and he's going to say, "Okay, it was done right and correctly, and so we're good." So that's that avenue that you can go. So you're under contract. Okay. It sounds like you can close on the home no matter what. Even if it's still a 2.1, 950 square foot, it's still worth 164,000. So the numbers still check for you. Okay. Not a huge profit, but it still works with
Hmm.
pure upside on top of it. Simultaneously, go ahead and call the inspection office and you tell them what is happening, what you're doing with the home, and you just want to know if you can get this properly permitted, or is there any type of grandfathering that can happen? Grandfathering being your key word here. Okay.
Hmm.
And so, did your father-in-law have any insight on what to do?
On the no, I didn't even discuss the permitting. So at the time when he went, we hadn't done all the due diligence yet and realized that it is just 2-1 because she was saying that the city came out that it was permitted. And not too long after she did the addition, she had to have another plumber come out, and they completely redid the plumbing for that addition for that bathroom. Because
Okay.
I guess whoever came out and looked at it for, I don't know if it was somebody or someone from the city, but if it was someone from the city, we would see that reflected in the tax record at this point, I would imagine, 4 years later.
Yeah,
So I don't think it was that.
there's something too, man, that goes into like because people buy homes. Hey, does anybody have knowledge on permitting? Ron, does any of this ring a bell to you in your construction days?
What is it now?
So Jared's got a home he's buying. It's an unpermitted addition. And so he just wants to get it permitted. But is there a grandfathering? Is there a
But
grandfathering rule, or is there any of that stuff that you recall?
What state are you in?
North Carolina?
So I do know this working in North Carolina, South Carolina, the permitting departments are all sticklers in that state, especially for additions, because anything that adds to a structure or changes any of the structure's nature, um, it is it's always a risk. I mean, yes, you're supposed to do it, but uh, sorry, somebody was calling. Um, but can you get away with it? Maybe it just depends on the type of town you're in too, because
Yeah.
certain towns I've learned have different building departments. Some of them are Nazis, and
Sure. Yeah, this one I think hopefully it'd be pretty. It's got a pretty large crawl space. Like you can stand in most of it, parts of it. So I don't think they should have an issue seeing most of the wiring and plumbing. And then it's just going to be a little upshoot right into the studs for receptacles, and I think they'll be able to see most of what they need to see without us having to tear it up a lot.
yeah, that's the only big risk that I've seen that you run into is that if you do have something that was unpermitted and then an inspector does show up on site, they can they can
Like open up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at. And I'm not too worried. Like it's just that one room with a bathroom. Like even if we had to cut some sheetrock out, like my father-in-law and I can, uh, get that fixed up. But that's what I was really worried about, and I just won't know until we get the inspector out there.
We're going through the same thing in South Carolina because I'm trying to find out if this addition was permitted. I don't think it was, and we might risk the biscuit really. So
Yeah.
Hey, Jared, I got Teresa on here. Let me ask her real quick. So, Teresa, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Jared is buying a house in North Carolina. It's currently a 2-1. They made it a 3-2, and they did not permit it. And it's about a $30,000 difference in the retail value. And so he's buying it from a woman who did not permit it. He had his father-in-law go look at it, and he said it's done really well. And so do you know how this can work? Like, does he need to have it permitted before he buys it and sells it? Or do you recall any of this or
Each place is different. Like North Carolina has its own little rules. Georgia has their rules. South Carolina is quick. I would reach out to the building, inspector and say, hey, I need to find out, we're looking at purchasing a home, originally was 2-1. Now it's, a 3-2. Not sure that they got permits or anything like that. That's what I would do. Because it's easier to do a phone call to to them to let and ask. It's like everything looks good, and we've looked at it. Good, craftsmanship and everything like that. And just see what they say. So it may be that you just have to go in and pay for the addition, whatever the square footage is, and pay a certain amount.
Mhm.
That's what I would find out. I would call them directly. If it's in the city, you have to deal with the city building inspector. If it's in the county, you're going to have to go through the county. So
okay.
just kind of save you the phone calls. If it's in the city limits, the city inspector, or county for the county inspector.
Okay. And I do recall, Jared, I'm pretty sure like if they do like they could add some back taxes to it since it's now worth more, but like it won't be detrimental
Yeah, it's pretty low in that. I think our taxes are like it's like 500-600 a year,
Okay.
but that's probably off of the lower square footage. But awesome. Hey, thank you, Teresa.
Hold on. I think you had something else.
Oh yeah.
You probably don't have to do, back taxes or whatever, because the county and city, they're always coming out and inspecting, and then they'll send you a bill, saying, hey, because I just got one where I built the barn out there, and then they come back with the back taxes that it was worth $39,000. And I had to, call them and say, I spent under $8,000 for this barn. It is not worth $39,000. I'm not paying taxes on that. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you tell them they can buy it for 39,000 though. So, okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you answering.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Of course.
Anyway.
All right, man. I think just call them, see how that goes. But yeah, it can definitely be done. So
Cool. Yeah, my biggest thing was just like, am I able to do something since we got quite a bit of time here, a little over like 5-6 weeks? If I could somehow get this done before we close, that way, if I do want to list it, I'm like ready to go, and I can actually list it as a 3-2 instead of a 2-1.
yeah, I think you
But
can.
yeah, I'll
think
give
you
him a
can.
call. I'll definitely follow up. I'll pass you an update. So if anybody else runs into this, like,
I'd like to
especially-
know specifically if that's it. Like if you figure it out, like, hey, yeah, we just always have to take the drywall down, or like what it is. I would love to know like exactly what it is, because with inspectors, guys, like, and a lot of you already know this, like it's up to them. It can depend on their day, how they feel about the work, what it looks like on the exterior. It can have so many different factors in on it, man. And so, but hopefully you'll figure out exactly what it was. The other thing I was gonna say, if you're holding it as a rental property, like I wouldn't worry too much about it. You'll get it done in the proper time. And so you'll eventually get it approved regardless, right? Like you will be able to have the county or city improve it, whether you have to do something or not. But if you're wanting to immediately flip it, then yeah, man, you'll probably be pretty tight on your timeline, would be my guess, because you'll probably call him. He'll call you back next week. He'll go out the following week. He'll get back to you the following week. And then if you have to do anything, you're going to be right there, 2 or 3 weeks to be able to do it to close. So.
Okay. Awesome, man. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, dude, for sure. All right, Ron, you want to go through your deal?
Yeah, if we call it one.
Yeah.
So I've I got this call from a lady in Birmingham, and she's out of the house. She's been renting it, but just talking with her, she says she has a mortgage on it. She didn't really want to tell me much more, but just kind of, went through the, I guess you call it triage and all that, and just, kind of sat blank as far as what she needed to walk away from it. And she told me 35, and I kind of said, well, I just, need to know the best you can do. And she got to 30, she wanted 34,000. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath. It's an older house, but I got on Google Earth immediately and went and looked at it. There's not really any Zillow information, but she says she thought it needs a new roof. From Google, it looks like the roof is somewhat okay, but I know that doesn't mean everything. But she says it needs some flooring repair and needs new appliances. It looks like you can go on Lowe's right now and get an appliance package for like, $3,000 or under.
For sure. Yeah.
But I asked her about the tub. Usually in those old houses, you run into cast iron tubs, and then you have to resurface them sometimes. And so I kind of, she said it was somewhat okay, and then I imagine it needs a paint job, but I hadn't really got any much more into it. But just kind of running numbers. I don't, looking at and just looking at maybe I'm still kind of learning what new things cost these days because I've been out of this for so long. But as far as a roof and flooring and the AC seems to look good from that. She said it looks like a combined package heat pump on the outside when I get on Google Earth. And the outside looks like it, and she told me it had been like it had new siding at some point, and a lot of the windows have been replaced, which looks to be the truth from Google Earth or from Google Maps.
Okay.
But
What's the ARV?
I mean, trying that was the tough thing is running comps in there because it's in a rough area. But when I got on the street, I'm just looking down. It looks like there's been houses remodeled on the street, but
Okay.
I'm thinking it's like 85. Um, just because I'm running like when I see something that's 63, I basically just took an average price per square foot, looking
Uh-huh.
at sold in the last 3 months or so or 4 months, and I mean it's around 60, give or take, less.
What's the address? Can you
It's
drop it in the chat or
yeah, I can tell it to you. I'm not
okay.
it's 139 Avenue Y, Birmingham.
How do you spell Avenue? Avenue?
Yeah, you spell as bad as I do. I think I have to think.
Avenue what?
I do the AVE, Avenue Y.
Got it.
It is near a rougher part of Birmingham I am familiar with.
Jeez. So with these value, look at this value here. Hmm. So she owns 7 properties. She got a $50,000 loan in 2007. Okay, looks like she owes about 30. Goodness sakes, man. Okay, this is a I'm gonna check some comps real quick. Oh, you can't see my screen. Here we go. So I'm on the cash flow hunter.
Yeah, I'm like kicking myself in the butt. Why didn't I think of that?
So a $33,000 house for sale sold. There's a $140,000 home sold. 3-1. Dang, that's all that is sold up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a lot of activity.
Mm-mm. I mean, it's a rough spot, but I do know some things are cleaning up around there. You know,
Must not be, I mean, I'm sure it is rough, right? But like they can gentrify like really quickly, which just means like that people are flipping homes,
yeah.
expanding in there. Um, this looks like probably even a little bit of a rougher spot over here, but let me just look at this $230,000 home that's 1 block over, 2 blocks. I would like to look at it on Zillow, truthfully. Here we go. Did an update on my computer, guys, and I'd sit on doing that for a minute. Mine's been running pretty darn slow since we did that. Dang, look at that lag. I think this is a new build from the street view looking like it's dirt to right here. That's really good, Ron. Yeah. Somebody's liking the area if they're putting in new builds.
That's kind of what I saw that one.
Okay. Let's go back
But
here. What is
you
this?
know,
1,000.
we got a call at like 4 today. I was just going to get it under contract.
I would because you have one that just sold for 140 grand right here. 3-1, 1,600 square foot. Yours is the 3-1. And so I don't know how you're not going to have this as a direct comp right here. Man, guys.
That's well, I'm sure you know that is the tricky thing about Birmingham, though. Like you can turn in Montgomery, I mean, you can turn your back and be like you hop one street over and it's a different deal, you know.
Well, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's a true blessing and a curse, and you live there. So like it's a blessing for you. And so, because you'll just have to learn those areas like that good.
Right.
Look at this house, man.
Yeah.
This is what, for 140. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Got a little bit better.
Yeah, that one's been.
Outside sure ain't nothing to look at, huh?
Mm,
How do you do that for your listing photos? Like, how do you not throw a window in? Look
whew.
at that. It's even got the lockbox on the door, so this is a listing photo. You might have something, man. I'd definitely go ahead and lock it up.
Okay.
This ain't nothing pretty for 140.
Right.
And it's still a 3-1, so it might be the exact I don't know what your square. Do you know your square footage?
1600, 1612.
Well, okay. So here's your comp. I
Yeah.
mean, this just sold a month ago. Not even.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's across the street. So here's your direct comp. So now your home's worth about 140,000. Okay. You need to get an idea on repairs. So you said roof, flooring, and appliances.
Roof, flooring, appliances.
What
That's all.
else?
She's a little tough to communicate with. I imagine paint, but um, I mean, what's a simple roof going for per square foot now?
Let me
I
close
did.
off.
I mean, yeah, looking at it.
Man, I'm trying to get some of this stuff off my screen, guys, so my stuff will speed up for me.
I figure maybe we could get the roof done for like $8,000 if we just had to do a new one.
Well,
Depending on the size of it.
because I'm in the roofing business.
How much, Heather?
Uh, so on average, like our cost is probably about 435 a square.
A square. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guess here, Heather? Like 5 grand, 10 grand, 8
How,
grand, 12.
how big is the roof?
Do I?
Do you know how big the roof is?
I didn't see any crazy pitches on it, but the eave height doesn't look crazy or anything like that.
Small, like 2,300 square feet.
Yeah, I mean it's 16 under roof, so you got a little hip there. I mean, yeah, probably around the 2.
So it'd probably be about maybe like 7, somewhere around there.
I had 8 down in the budget, so
Thank you. Thank you.
okay. That makes me feel better. Thank you.
All right. And let's go through. Can you still see my screen, Ron?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So flooring, let's go 6. Appliances, I mean, I think 3 grand is plenty. What else was there?
I was asking her about the tub if it was in good shape, just because it's cast iron, and in the past I've had them resurfaced on site, but I don't know if that's still a deal or not. It's
It's okay. Let's just add 5 grand for a bath.
okay.
That'll give you some wiggle room for some other areas. It sounds like windows and siding is good. Anything else come up?
I imagine we'd have to paint. I mean, I couldn't imagine not painting. Being where it's at and who it's probably been rented to. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Of course, not that I know of. You gotta.
I'll just do miscellaneous 5 grand. So that gives you some room here, because I think you have room. All right, so what we got here? 13 plus 15, 28, 31,000 with a potential like $7,500 buffer in there. Okay. Because what you can do is after you go figure out these hard numbers, Ron, like you can renegotiate.
Mm-hmm.
This gives you like some rough stuff to play with. And so all in at 65 grand. That looks pretty freaking good. So 65 divided by 140, it's 46%. So that is an absolute home run. But your one thing is like, that is still TBD is like the area.
Yeah.
Is 46 an actual home run in the area?
Right.
But go ahead and definitely contract it because there's nothing says that it's not because that home sold for 140 grand, man. So for sure, pursue this. We have that data to support this going under contract. And then say you didn't even want to close on it and you were like, I'll just try to wholesale it. Well, nobody can argue with the $140,000 direct comp sale across the street.
Okay.
Now, and I'm going to guess the rental rate's probably pretty strong. So if somebody did put all in at 65,000 bucks, I'm going to guess you could rent that all day at what, 1,200? Probably more. Probably 12 to 13. Gosh, it might be more like 14, but probably a pretty good rental.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a definite great owner finance. Owner finance is usually like the king of the cash flow side of things, but if it works from a rental, it's a smoke show on a owner
Yeah.
finance.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it gives me a little more confidence. I guess.
Yeah,
it's
dude. I mean, that comp is what does it. That comp,
Yeah.
that's the clutch part of this deal. With that $104,000 house didn't just sell last month, and we'd kind of be up a creek. But I'll tell you what I really like is sure I can see those other sales and stuff, but I also see those new builds, and I doubt there's a developer doing a whole subdivision right there because that area just totally sucks. There's
Yeah.
something happening. Like either he's buying homes in there, he's got buddies buying homes in there. Like he knows that they're gentrifying that area.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The that gives me confidence. It's the area and the one bath that just kind of had me going. Well, just got me thinking. But
You got plenty of room in that sucker to add a second. So,
yeah.
but I don't know if you would want to. But that I mean 1,600 square foot, man, they're 3-1. There's more than enough room for a second bath in there if you could add one. Because sometimes, man, we can add a bath. Usually we can add a bath for about 7,500 bucks. Now, nothing like insane, but we can cheat off of some pipes and bring it up and we can hallway it out and then put a three tab tub surround, same flooring, and then a vanity and a toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do everything I can to get it under contract then.
Yeah, go get it under contract, man. I mean, if she wants 34, I would, for sure still do your thing, practice the perfect presentation, try to get her down, but I would take it at 34.
Yeah. Okay.
So, got your e-signature platform ready, or are you driving it to her house?
I'm thinking about driving it to her house
Okay.
because it's just an hour and a half, and I'm like, I might as well, and I'd love to just look at it, uh, or get her to meet me at the property or something.
That'd be pretty fun too. Is it vacant or is it currently rented?
It's vacant, is what she told me.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably gonna get it. Okay.
So,
Good luck, dude.
yeah.
Hey, it's a no risk scenario right now with everything to gain.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm like, that's I'm just screwing around because I don't have much time, and I was just getting these mailers. I was like, look, it worked, a mailer.
yeah,
Mailer
man,
worked.
it freaking works, dude. What do you know? I'll be dang. This is what I'm here for, right? It worked.
Yes.
Uh, good deal, man. Well, you got some deals going, and
Feel like a little kid.
yeah, if you want to really solve a problem, why don't you buy that $4,000 deal that we're selling? So down there in Birmingham, if you really want a problem on your hands, why don't you buy that?
What? I saw that. I need to look more into that.
You should look at it, man. I don't know if I'm going to be like, do it for sure. But if you're willing to deal with a problem, which she honestly pays like a little, and Michael has all this info, but she pays a little bit,
Yeah.
but I'd prefer her to get out and then just re-own or finance it and sell it.
Yeah.
But you got to I'm selling it at $4,000 on purpose because you
I
got
have a reminder on my phone that says call Michael. So I've been meaning to
yeah.
call. I saw it. So
Yeah. Hey, call him today because Kevin and Austin are interested, and we just wholesaled another one in Birmingham like 8 months ago, and that guy's interested. Same guy.
okay.
Just hit him up today because I told him to give if the guys in here want it, they can have first, like you can say no to it, then he'll sell it to the other guy. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, brother. Good luck, man. Let me know if you
Yeah,
need.
man, we're getting some traction.
It ain't taking you very long. You about to have 3 deals going.
Right.
So, all right. Jake or Jason, anything going on in your guys' world?
Nope, not really. I did find out today that the contract for that storage, I did not get that, so they went to the other company.
Okay.
So I am pursuing contact a couple other people today to see if they would have any interest in it before I guess, give up on that piece of property.
Okay.
So I still have not heard back from that other house. I guess the owner of it is actually on a cruise, so I'm waiting for them to get back from the cruise and contact them again, and that's about it.
Did you hear why they didn't want your storage?
I believe that it's just someone higher up in the company, a buddy type of deal.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So
Well, that'll be yours one day.
sooner or later.
All right, man. Hey, get on tonight if you can, man. I'm gonna have a buddy on there. It's gonna be a little bit of a different topic, but I think you'll enjoy it if you could make it. So,
Okay, sounds good.
Jason, Heather.
Yeah, Heather had a deal. I'm not a deal, but we were looking at the cash flow hunter tool last night. And I guess we had a couple of questions. What is the main reason you go with the absentee owner when you're looking for a property on there?
Yeah, usually because it is either an inherited property or it is an active investor that does not live in the property. I just want somebody that um, does not live in that house to speak to, because a lot of times it's phenomenal to either have an inherited or a tired landlord. Those are my two best buys every year.
Okay. So do you ever go the other way? And maybe, I don't know, because we were thinking like because we're looking at wholesale and we're also looking at some sub two. And for sub two, we thought, what if we did like high equity buyer? Um, what was it? Let me see, I got it right. High equity buyer, delinquent on taxes, another one we chose. And we started getting these properties like with a homeowner, long's been in the property for a long time, right? So we just kind of played with like you advised. So we were trying to do different things
Yep.
to try to find different type of deals.
Cool.
So when we looked at the high equity buyer and we looked at lived there for a long time and maybe had some delinquency, we got a lot of homes. Well, not a lot, but the few that pulled up, they had been there for several years, so they had a lot of equity, and something maybe going on with their delinquent taxes or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we thought that angle might be a better way if we were going to, because we're looking at wholesale and sub two, maybe to get a sub two deal directly from the owner instead
Yes.
of going directly to like, an investor or an absentee owner.
Yes, absolutely, man. Hey, dude, if you're liking that, then go with that for now. Yes.
Okay.
I always go the other route
Necessarily
just because
liking it.
Oh,
What's
you're
that?
back. Okay. There she goes.
Yeah, so we're not necessarily liking it. We're trying to figure out we were just playing with it. So we're just trying to figure out what is the best filters to put on there to kind of get the goal or reach the goal that we're trying to reach. And I noticed like a lot of like the little AI analysis
Yeah.
on here.
Yep.
Looking at like the wholesale score.
Yep. Those are the
Um,
best ones, Heather. If you can filter those from like highest wholesale score down to lowest, that's the best
okay,
work.
because we found a couple that were like 900 something on the wholesale score.
Yeah. Yep. Anything in the 900s is so typically anything above like 650 to 700 and higher is absolutely phenomenal. And so those are, for some reason, that AI is saying like these people are going to need to sell their house in the next 90 days. And so that's going to be your best ones that you want to be able to hit to first. You either want to call them, email them, and even handwrite them a letter if you can.
Okay, all right. So the majority of the ones that we've seen all are investor business owned.
Okay.
So we were just kind of uncertain, is that a good direction to go, or
Yes. 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 Definitely still is.
okay.
Yep. And you're going to burn through a whole list in probably like under 15 days anyway. And so, or 30, it just depends on the size of the list, and obviously the area that you so choose. And so just pick one list and work the entire list until you feel like you're done with it. And then we will do another list after that. So I still like just to hit it again, like I still like absentee owner, high equity, and vacant. Still my favorite list.
Okay, okay. Did you want to show him anything, Jason?
The ones you saved on your computer at work, even though you have the same account, it's not saved on mine. Is there a particular one you want to, maybe give them the address of one you want to look at? Do you have time to look at one, Travis, that we saw on Hunter Tool if we give you the address?
Sure, man. Yeah,
Oh, well, so that is a weird question. If it's under one account, how come my leads are not saving?
Who knows? We'll figure it out. Which one
Okay.
did you want me to have them look at first, baby? Which is the one you want to?
Have them look at the 948 Irving Drive, Macon, Georgia.
Okay, I got it pulled up. Share my screen too.
The TV is only 10% though.
So that means loan to value is only 10%. That means it's got 90% equity in it. That's
I'm looking at the reverse way. Okay, got you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's really good. Move. This looks good, Heather. So check it out. Absentee owner, they're a board investor, which has its own meaning right here, okay? And I'll just read it to you since I know I can't see you. And so it says absentee owner who has owned the subject property for a very long time. It's identified one of two ways. The owner's owned the property for more than 10 years, or there's no recorded transfer date from the county, which means the ownership predicates the county's record keeping. So why should I market to these leads? Board investors have often extracted. Here it is. You guys have heard me say this a lot, and this is almost word for word what I always say, is that the board investors have often extracted a significant amount of income from these properties and are more so looking for an easy exit than they are to maximize the value. It's really good. Yes. So
Yeah,
guys,
ever since we got the Hunter Tool, she's been excited. So I'm happy we got this cash flow Hunter Tool. It got Heather's going a little bit. So I appreciate the advice on this. So with that, Travis, what direction would you kind of move with this particular property?
just call them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it says this is the tenant right here, so I would call the tenant and ask him for the landlord's number.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, guys. No, again, kind of no rocket science to it. It's just give him a buzz. Go ahead, Jake. I assume you got a question about it.
Yeah, so you just kind of cutting in and out there on my phone, but are you able just to type in the address of a property on that tool and it'll bring it up?
Yes, sir.
So I was trying to do that on mine and it was not working for some reason.
Let's go to the dashboard. And so, because you're probably searching it up here, and for some reason it doesn't work up there sometimes, I think you have to go to properties. Let me see here. Hold on a second, guys. Come on, computer. And that one was, what was it again, Heather? 92.
Sorry, it was 948 Irving Drive, Macon, Georgia.
Thank you. So Jake, you see how you were probably searching right up here? If you search in this section right here, it's where it pops up for you. This section up here at the top, it's searching your saved properties, the ones that you have saved in there.
Okay.
Which I really don't know what the difference is. It should just pull them all up, but that's how it works.
Okay. So I'll mess around with it some more then.
Yeah. If you get on tonight too and you're in front of your laptop, let's go over it together.
Okay.
Cool. Jason, this is it though, brother. That's the magic trick right there. So you got their information, hit them up every single different way. And then last case scenarios, handwrite them a letter and drop it in the mail. This is a
I
good
mean,
area.
we'll do.
I'm glad you guys went Macon. This Macon's just loaded with distress.
Yeah, Heather's been sending me a lot. She's been on it. She's been on it while she's been at work today. But yeah, man, we've been playing with this tool. We downloaded it a couple of days ago, so we kind of spend about an hour a day, just kind of going through it, just trying to see where our fit is. We looked in Indiana. We've been looking in Dallas too, and I guess she went Macon today. I didn't even know she was going Macon today, so she caught me off guard with this one. So yeah, man, I like the tool, and I think we're just trying to get ourselves familiar with it.
And
But
I have a very formal training with one of the owners, or one of the back end tech for this. And so tomorrow at 2:00. So I've got a real detailed training coming out on this.
okay, cool. Yeah, I moved back to my childhood home, and then when I told you we remodeled it, and my parents deeded it to me, and so we just looked up all the addresses on my street, and it's just like all my old neighbors are still here. We got a couple of renters, so the tool we've been kind of able to just research our old little neighborhood too. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you guys have something else, dude, remember, hop on tonight, okay? If you need something. So
And, I got basketball practice at 6, so I got in trouble last week because my phone came off mute, and y'all heard me at practice. But
oh, that's right. I did give you a hard time for that. But hey, anyway, I just wanted to make sure you knew you were invited. Okay, that
cool.
was
Yeah,
tell
no doubt.
Heather,
We'll
you as
definitely.
well. You don't have to join together. Like, you can definitely join one-offs. So
Thank you.
yeah, of course, guys. I mean, you're doing it right. So like, just keep doing this. Keep bringing me a question on like, hey, Trav, what do you do here? Like, what do you think about this? And then like, you're gonna get leads, and then you're gonna get deals. So got to talk to the sellers to buy the houses. So
Cool. Do you have a training on the cash? Because we were just looking at doing a direct mailer too.
Mhm.
And then so when like if we do the direct mail, is it just, do you already have something generated that automatically goes to those people, or do we have to kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
do our own thing?
No, jump in the equity buyers training, and you're gonna
Okay.
see there is a direct mail. I created a direct mail training for
Cool.
Cash Flow Hunter, the exact buttons you
Gotcha.
to
Cool.
do it. Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of
Cool.
think
Cool.
everybody should. I kind of think everybody should do that. Truthfully, I don't like telling everybody what they need to do for marketing,
Mhm.
because marketing involves spending money. But if it was me, I would for sure hit a niche list. As long as I had the budget, I would for sure hit a niche list of a couple
Yeah,
hundred.
we definitely like that. I think that's where we're going to start at. We're going to try to find out which filters we want to use first, and we're going to definitely use the one you advised. I learned my lesson to going against your not using your advice, so learn my lesson the hard way on that. So
I'm gonna have to tell my wife that. So
hey, chill out, Travis. Don't forget you locked her in the bar yesterday. And you had to,
oh,
yeah,
dude,
for
that was
real.
freaking funny, man. That was so funny. That was so funny.
Cool, cool,
That's the
cool.
second time that's happened, man. So it
Yeah.
happened.
I
Yeah.
was over itching because you weren't going to let her out. You told the kids, and I'm like, Travis, if you don't get off your butt, man, and go get your wife out of that
Yeah. Did
cage.
you see me second guess it though? Like 2 minutes later, I was like, wait a second. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.
So I was waiting on that. I was going to say, Trav, end the call, just go. But
Man, yeah.
it was
So,
good,
well, thank you for caring too. So,
no doubt.
all right, guys. Well, hey, hit me up if y'all need anything. It looks like you're moving in the right direction. I would encourage you to stick with Macon. Okay, I like Macon and Valdosta. So,
Okay, cool.
Sorry, what was the other one you said?
Valdosta.
How do you spell that?
Oh, Voldsta. Valdosta, Georgia.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect. Thank you.
my pleasure. Great call, guys. I'll see y'all tonight if you guys need me.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank
man.
you.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.